swelled everywhere. It was
Oh, ow,
I was
ow,
like,
ow.
is this how it feels when you get your tonsils out and they give you that stuff after and you're like, I don't know. Okay.
No, no.
All right, stop talking. You're hurting yourself.
I'm sorry.
You're hurting me.
All right. Go, be free for this week at least. All right. So, you know what? We are just going to dive right in as we hear whining going off into the
Just
distance.
crying in the background. Sorry. I'm laughing because I love her and soup will happen.
That's good. That's good. Orkelia, as we dive right in.
Hi.
Aye, your butt was very cold. It made it hard to sleep very sound. And
It's a cold butt.
yeah, it was, but after a little bit, all of a sudden you were just kind of feeling kind of toasty. Everything was toasty. Your butt was toasty. Everything was toasty. Yeah. Yeah, you were nice and warm and wrapped, and you just kind of hunkered down in that blanket. You're asleep. You don't understand why all of a sudden you feel toasty, but you do. You do. And as you're feeling toasty, you start to hear something familiar in the far, far distance. The voices. You actually haven't heard them for a little while, but you can hear them. They're there. And they're deep, strange voices talking. And you often don't understand what they're saying, but you understand what they're feeling when you've, heard them and felt them in the past. And this time, what you're getting is a sense of concern and worry. And almost like they don't even know that you're there. They're not talking to you this time. They're just talking. And you don't know the words, some deep, jumbly words, but they're worried. And so you reach out for a moment. Maybe try and figure out what's got them so worried. And as you reach out, one voice, it's almost like the voice becomes a hand and it touches you. And that one voice is suddenly speaking in Hobbit, of all things.
Hi.
What has it done?
You're actually talking to me. Hi. I was trying to reach out to you, like 2-3 hours ago, and so like this thing came, and she said, "Hey, you have to do this thing," and I don't want to do the thing, and I don't think I should have to do the thing. But then there was like a whole thing about the magic and the things and the stuff, and the what? What are you asking me about? It?
What has it done? We can feel it. What has it done?
You're going to have to be way more specific. There's a lot of it's out there.
Open to me.
Open.
I wish I could do this deep voice, but I'm not a man, so I can't do it.
I mean, I got a lockpick thing. I got hands. I can open those kinds of. I don't.
All of a sudden, you feel it's almost once again like that hand that touched you. Like it's pushing into your head and touching inside. And when it touches you, you get a flash. You get a sense of immense scale, high mountains, open sky surrounded by ocean. And an eye, a very big eye. How do we do that? Looking at you through where it's touched you. And it says, open mind.
Oh. how?
Say yes.
Okay, so like I've worked with a lot of people who are just like, hey man, you should just say yes, and it's I don't really know you, and, a little wine and dine. Who wants a little bit of that? Everybody. So can you just tell me like a little bit about yourself before I just like say yes?
I
I see that you're
am.
saying that.
Then there's a pause. Well, and you can feel like the puzzlement of how to make these words work. Gorham.
Laura. I mean, what an interesting name. That's great. I'm Orkelia. Nice to meet you. You've been talking in my brain for a little while, and that's great and all. Are you real?
Open.
Okay, well, you know,
You are scared.
very,
Why?
because there's an inanimate eye talking to me. Also, the world is on green fire. And like I had a place that I was staying, and I was
You
broke.
hear all of a sudden just like a sharp like attention when you said green fire.
Ah! Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, sure. So I try to picture the exactly what happened. The man giving me Penny and the fight that ensued and the fire that chased us. It's just a reel of the green fire of what she's seen of it.
What you actually feel, you start presenting that, and what you feel is like that hand that went in, and is it like it latches on, and all of a sudden you're getting the sense that those memories, they don't just go through with the way that you're presenting them, they start rushing through your head exactly the way they happened, like you're remembering again. But you're getting something too. You're getting memories too of flying over the ocean and diving down into the water, and it's cool and it's refreshing on your scales, and you go very deep and you find a large fish. Maybe it's a whale. And even though you can't fly there, you're able to grab it and pull it up out of the water and take to the skies again, leaving a rainbow of shimmering water falling from your wings as you go. And you take this giant fish to a cave on a mountain that juts out of the water. And then the voice says, that shouldn't happen.
The fire or the flying and the ocean and the what did I just see?
You get a sense of laughter, and then it becomes very serious very quickly. We need more. Can Rob? Ramiel's laying there asleep, feeling wonderful. He's so tired. It's so nice to just go to sleep, sleeping it off, as it were. It's not like your first time doing that. It's maybe your first time after, running for your life. Well, maybe not that either, but, your
First time
sound.
after the green fire.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, for the very first time, you're sleeping, you're dreaming dreams of, pretty women and strong drink and whatever it is that Ramiel dreams of in the evenings. And All of a sudden, that all goes away. And Orkilia and Aramiel, all of a sudden, you are standing on a ledge on a mountain overlooking the ocean. And you can see each other.
Yeah.
This might be a rude question, but are you real?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. Where
Great.
are we?
I don't know. There were voices and there were eyeballs, and then I was flying. It was a big old fish and a whole bunch of stuff happening. I want to say dream world, but also this is the most visceral dream I've ever been in.
Wait. Go back. A fish, a cave, what?
Hell if I know. I was like, the voices that they talk to me every now and then, they actually talked to me and were asking me questions in a voice and like in a language that I speak that they don't seem to speak all that well. So like communication, little difficult. We're working on it. But basically, they wanted to know what was going on. I went, hey, look, fire. And they went, hey, look, water. And then you arrived. And then I start poking you to see if you're real.
Okay. So if they say the water, maybe we should go down to the water?
No. Man, communication's not my strong suit, which is hilarious. It was more like I was seeing through their eyes. Like I was one of them, and we were flying, and then we dove into the water, and then we picked up this giant fish, and then we flew off. It was really pretty cool, actually. And I don't think that was like a notion of go to water, although big fire. Water's not a bad idea.
Now, did Cross give you anything before your turn on watch?
Bold of you to assume I would take anything from Cross.
Okay, that's fair.
I think a more important question here is, what the hell are you doing in my brain?
I don't know where I am. I'm not in your brain. We are somewhere, but this is not your brain. Otherwise, I would not be here.
That's a valid point.
So we are. I don't know where we are.
Okay, Karen? Altana, after the little bit trying to get the component to eat some beef jerky, you realize she's just not coming out of the bush right now, and it's kind of not your deal. And so you're tired. You're not going to get your spells back unless you go back to sleep. So you go lay down and go back to sleep. And it's a very restless sleep. You're not sleeping well. And you roll over and you realize that you're on a ledge overlooking the ocean, and Orkilia and Aramiel are arguing there in front of you.
Hi.
No.
How are you here?
I asked the same question to him. I thought this was my brain, but apparently it's not.
Well, there goes that conclusion.
I'm asleep. Are you asleep?
Yes.
I was asleep.
And we're asleep.
Not anymore.
Right, but like, if we're asleep, are we asleep like together? Are we like? Where the hell are we?
I'd like to go over and pinch Orkilia.
Ow!
Sorry, I had to make sure. I had to make sure.
Listen, all I did was poke you.
From behind you, a large voice says, "When did people become so stupid?"
Listen, from what I know, they've always been pretty stupid.
You guys, any of you turn around to look at who's talking?
Yeah, of course.
We all I turn around to see the voice.
I assume
Okay.
we all.
I don't, because voices have been talking to me this whole time. So I just keep staring at it.
Okay, well, the two of you who do turn around see is back at the far edge of the ledge, there is a big opening. It's very dark. And there is what looks like a very large scaled eye looking out at you.
Hello.
Wait, you can hear it too?
Yeah, look, and then tap you on the shoulder to turn around.
Ah!
So, Orc,
Can we?
Orc, you say you've heard these voices before.
Ooh, please don't call me orc.
What pray can I call you?
Orquelia, as in be nice, or Orquelia. But I'm not.
Orquelia.
I'm not actually going to kill you because I'm not more like an orc. I am an orc, but I'm not like an orc. Get it?
I get it.
Okay.
Thank you. And so
Actually,
the voices, you've heard this before.
oh yeah. They talk to me all the time. I get like a word here or there. Like I sometimes understand them. I don't always understand them.
You
Sometimes
know what it means.
no. Not a clue. This is the first time they've like really tried to have a conversation with me.
There is a large sigh from behind you, so large that some of the rocks on the ground at your feet begin to move.
Oh, I am so sorry. Hi, I'm Orquelia. This is, I don't actually know your guys' names.
I'm a Ramiel.
All right, and
I am darkness.
ooh, fierce.
Oh. Oh.
This is light and
And
dark.
I am impatient.
Ooh, nice to meet you.
Follow me.
Okay.
It turns around. How many of
follow.
you actually speak Hobbit?
I do not
I
speak
don't-
Hobbit.
No.
My hands are not.
Okay. Then the other two of you, you'll hear the same words, but they'll be in common in the human language.
Orquelia, do you speak Hobbit?
You don't know that that's what she's hearing.
Okay.
So I was a
Okay.
quiet yes.
So, and then the large figure turns around and because it's dark, you're only getting senses of it. The eye is as big as you are, just the eye. And you get kind of a scaled, slithery sense of maybe the side as it turns around and heads into the darkness. Follow me.
Guess we're following the big eye.
I follow.
Well, it's brought us this far. Y'all follow.
Okay. Everybody roll me a history check.
14. Is there a bonus? Oh yeah, plus 1. I got 15.
Okay.
11.
I have a 14. What a history check adds what? Anything?
Your intelligence?
Yeah.
I'm super smart. 15 plus 2, 17.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
sorry. 14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Math.
Ramiel and Altana, you've heard stories. They've been gone for 700 years, so extinct. But you heard stories about giant lizards before. So that more than anything makes you think maybe this is a dream because they're extinct. But they used to be called dragons. And let's see. Rob, what was your role again? It was you were a 15 and Altana, you were 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 16 is the DC to know more than just a name, something about dragons. That they were, considered pretty intelligent. But they were hunted to extinction by the Alcons back in the day, hundreds of years before you guys. And so now they're just fairy tales. Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna point at the dragon and go, "Ha! This is a dream."
Yeah, but a dream we're all having together, how does that even begin to work?
None of you are real. This is a dream.
Pretty sure I'm real. And then I
Pretty
start
sure
actually pinching
I'm real.
myself.
I'm pretty sure I know both of you are real. And have either of you heard of dragons?
I mean, sure, we've heard of dragons.
A little bit.
The figure is almost out of
Nope.
sight down into the darkness. All you can see is a snaky, what's probably a tail or something.
I believe we've been
Am I
following, talking and
I
following.
thought-
Okay.
I mean,
Talking and following it, I agree.
Okay. Alrighty.
So it's more
Um,
like a whisper, whisper, whisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You follow him into the darkness, and Orkilia,
Ye-
you have dark vision. You can see pretty good. The two humans, though, you're having a bit of a rough go. You can see Orkilia's kind of greenish skin right ahead of you, but as you get a little further, it becomes more and more dark for a while as you guys are talking, until it's pitch black and you can see nothing except Orkilia. You go with probably another 100 feet or more, 200 feet into the mountain, and all of a sudden it starts getting light again. Just a little bit. It's like a lichen on the sides of the thing that just slowly starts to add a little bit light, and a little bit more light, and a little more as more of it spreads along the walls of the tunnel that you're walking down. Okay, and then you guys do anything?
Excuse me. Where are we going? I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine doing whatever we're doing here in a dream world, but my friends can't really see anything.
Can I see the eye? Can I see the being that we're following?
Not anymore. No, it's pitch black. Well, it's if you waited until you started getting the lichen, you can see it very like a vague moving outline. If it wasn't moving, you wouldn't be able to see it, because where you're at, there's just little spots of it right now.
Can I do detect good and evil or whatever it is? Yeah, detect evil.
You can.
I'm looking for it. I'm gonna do detect evil to see what we're getting into.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that wrong? Oh, son of a bitch.
I think what it is that they have to make a save with the DC.
Well, I got a nat bad.
Yeah.
So that's real not good.
Okay.
And then
Plus, maybe.
I don't have an action until we're actually in the play round, right?
No, you could totally do anything because we're not in a combat situation right now.
I see. So I could do a guidance spell and cast the light ahead of us, right?
Yeah, if you have a light spell, you absolutely could.
So
Hey.
Or
To
could
clarify-
try.
To clarify, guidance is not light though.
Yeah.
Okay, this is I touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target. Oh, you're right. That's not the light. Sorry, it's a different one. Sacred Flame is what I'm doing.
There you go.
Yeah. So can I cast a Sacred Flame?
You absolutely can.
illuminate our
Mhm.
path.
Yep. So you say a few words in the name of Brynbrand.
And feel my boobs because that's my holy symbol.
Just gives her cops
Amazing.
on herself.
Yeah.
Boobs
We all
are
feel
on
the
fire
energy.
now.
Because it doesn't feel like usual. It doesn't feel like it would if you were normally casting a spell. But as you expect it to, the sacred flame does appear in your hand, this beautiful white bright light, and it lights up the cavern around you. And what you begin to see is that on the sides of the walls of this rather large tunnel, you know, it's a cavern to you guys, but the way that it's going, you can tell it's a tunnel. There's massive carvings and artwork all along this that you didn't see in the dark.
What do they look like?
Roll me a perception check.
For one of us or all of us?
All of us?
All of you. Mhm.
My perception.
Better.
So that's 24.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 total.
16. What do we add to perception is I rolled a 16.
Yeah, it should be there on your skills. They'll tell you what your bonus is.
Oh, got it,
Yeah.
got it. Plus 5, 21.
Okay. You all have really good perception. And so you're able to kind of pull your viewing perspective back from just like right here to something much, much larger. It's like if you were looking at, you know, crop circles from space, you'd have to be pretty far back to get the full picture of what it was, as opposed to just a few lines. But you're able to do that. You're able to kind of step back a little bit and look at it kind of as a bigger picture. And what it looks like is a series of serpents that are twined together, that are massive. Each sculpture is as big as your whole body, you know, just in width. But they're twined and they're heading on down the hallway of this large cavern tunnel into the darkness.
Snakes mean evil.
Not
All of
always.
that.
Snakes
Okay,
always mean
right.
also mean transformation and wisdom. Do you feel like they're
Okay.
directing us?
Okay.
I mean, I've kind of always felt like they were directing us. Oh no, your forest has fallen.
Yeah, Biscuit's helping.
But fortunately, Biscuit is cute enough that that's okay. We can just count. By this point, the creature is out of sight ahead of you, but there doesn't seem to be any paths off to the sides, and so there's really only two ways to go: back the way you came or after it. Do you continue?
Mm.
It feels like you walk for a very long time. You can choose to talk or, you know, chat, whatever, but you're walking for an exceptionally long time. It feels like hours that you're walking down this giant tunnel into the dark. The lichen is becoming brighter and brighter because there's becoming more and more patches of it the deeper you go. It is all at a very slight decline.
If we have hours and hours to talk,
Yeah, I know, and you guys
really
don't.
gonna spend hours and hours talking.
And you do, mostly Orchilia. As you talk, and there's chattering and stuff. Every now and again, I'm sure she tests your name, Aramiel. And he looked. You know, Altana. You looked. But you keep going down.
Darkness. I introduced myself to them as Darkness.
Yeah, she didn't even say.
Or that's right. She didn't say the other name.
Wait, didn't you introduce yourself to me when I came into your camp?
As Altana.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I already knew you as Altana. So now you have a split personality. Anyways,
Okay.
go ahead.
As you're going down and it's becoming brighter and brighter, you realize you kind of don't need the sacred flame anymore. At one point, and eventually it does expire. But you keep going and it's brighter. The lichen is actually really quite pretty. It's very phosphorescent, but it's not just one color. It's like muted greens and yellows and blues. They're all kind of going off into the darkness. And then it gets brighter and brighter and it's not dark anymore. It's actually very bright. And the tunnel begins to widen and open, and you start to hear sound ahead of you, as if there are 1,000 very deep voices arguing ahead of you in a language you don't understand. Or at least I don't think you understand.
She checks to make sure.
Yep. Yeah. No, I
Oh,
don't
man.
believe anybody took that language,
Dang.
because there would be no reason to.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Did we roll a wisdom check?
Nope, you're just
Oh,
decide what you're going to do.
uh-huh.
You finally are hearing voices ahead of you as the cavern begins to open up into a legitimate cavern and not just a cavern tunnel.
How far
Can we
ahead is our companion?
He is actually out of sight now by quite a bit, so you're not certain. Although, if you were to gauge by the sound, roll me a perception check.
Oh,
That's a solid 8.
We all do it?
15 plus 5 is 20. Mine is
15.
Okay. Darkness, because your last master before Brynbrand took you to many places, some of them fairly dark, and you got to be fairly confident in your ability to tell distances when it's, you don't have the sun to be able to tell, or sight of things, and you think you probably have got another 400 feet before you get to where those voices are.
Mhm.
400 feet. Can we continue to get close and then sneak? And then
As I say frequently, you can try.
okay. I would like to. That's my vote.
to sneak.
Okay.
I want to ask Orkelia Aramiel, do you understand this language?
Not a word of it. Which is rare.
Are you afraid?
I mean, I'm still not entirely convinced that this is all real, so nah.
Same, big same.
I mean,
I
how
vote
many
we go
times
forward.
do you go to sleep
Yep.
and then all of a sudden all your friends are there and you're off following a giant lizard thing? I'm not entirely convinced this is real.
Nope, it's a dream. This is all a dream.
Okay.
And in our dreams,
So-
we have control. So I say, continue. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You continue forward. For a little while. It takes a few minutes to get, that next little while. Next 300 feet. Did you want to try and sneak that last 100 feet?
Yeah, that's my vote.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
All right.
It's gonna be very much of, wait, are we trying to be quiet? Oh shit.
And
Are we all rolling the stealth check?
Only those who are going to try and go into stealth. If you're not trying to go into stealth, you don't have to.
I'll go
is
with
it
my
plus
Nat
plus
20.
dexterity? Right?
Somehow
Is it-
I have a feeling that the orc is not being sneaky.
But
Is
it's
it
a
plus
nat 20.
dexterity?
Oh, you got a nat 20,
Oh.
so the orc is being the most sneaky.
Oh, are
Yeah,
we
for
supposed to
sure.
shit?
I got a nat 19.
Oh, nice. Also very sneaky. How about you, Ramiel?
I got a 13.
Great. The one who suggested we sneak.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
I'm
thinks
in
he thinks
clanky
he's
armor.
he thinks he's sneaky.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll sneak.
Okay. Most of you sneak the last 100 feet, and when you stop in the opening, it's very brightly lit by here, because it's not just phosphorus; it's also crystals and gold and precious things running through the stone. It's all carved out of. It's pretty damn impressive. And you look out, and right next to you, it's a good thing you stopped. There's a sheer drop where this comes out. And the cavern the size of nothing you have ever seen before. You can't quite even see, even with all of the light, the far wall of it. In the ceiling and stuff. And what you see is probably 100 large winged figures, either seated around the cavern in an approximation of a roosting bird, or flying around the cavern. And in the very center of the cavern is a large stalagmite that comes up, and perched on it is probably the biggest of these creatures you have ever seen. And the one that's circling closest to that dais in the center, the color on it is very much like the color of the one that you were following,
So
which was blue, by the way.
we're still going with dragon, right? Because
Yeah, this is
kind of looks like dragons.
Kind of looking
Yeah,
like
this is-
dragons.
like a lot of them.
So I'm gonna do a thing. And you guys stay here.
Then
And I
like
jump up. I'm gonna do the dumbest thing I've ever done.
oh no.
That's saying something, I'm sure.
Uh-huh. Hey everybody, I think you've been talking to me this whole time. Is somebody gonna catch me? And I run and just dive right past that sharp pit down. And
Okay.
hope that these creatures that have been talking to me my whole life are gonna help.
Okay.
Because I don't know how else we're gonna get down.
Okay. What
The
happens?
suspense.
What happens is that you do that,
Great.
and all of these heads, very serpentine looking heads, turn to look at you as you fall
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
fall
Yeah.
and fall, and then wake up in your body
Damn
back
it!
at the camp.
That's kind of because the mentality is I'm dreaming, like you do the dumb thing.
Yep, exactly. But now you know for sure. So now you're at camp. You're startled awake. And you look around and
I
you
knew
see
it.
that
It was a dream.
Aramiel's right there, and darkness is right there, wrapped in their, just their cloaks because nobody had a blanket. And they're sound asleep. And Cross and the component are kind of over at the edge of the camp, or the component's at the edge of the camp. Cross was there, but now you can't see him. He's probably hiding. She might be, you don't know what she's doing. She might be going to the bathroom or whatever. But you're not in the dream anymore.
I think I will try to go back to sleep. And failing that, I'll just take over next watch.
Okay. Geez, what kind of roll would that? Roll me a constitution check to see if you can go back to sleep.
That's fair. Wah. It's a 15.
Okay. It's restless. You're still kind of, you fall asleep, but it's not a deep sleep. It's not a sound sleep. And so it's just that kind of that you're back in your head, at least. Do you reach out to them or say anything, or because you're not feeling it right now?
If I have enough control over my dream world, it would be very much honey, you caught me. You brought me all the way to the place. We didn't know how to get down. Honey, you caught me. Happy to listen. I want to know what's going on. Or I could just get up and do the watch. That doesn't sound like fun, though. You guys sounded like fun. I would like to join my friends again, please.
Okay, I'm going to leave you right there. We're going to go back to Aramiel in darkness, who just watched Orkilia leap off the cliff
Yeah.
and fall
and disappear.
and fall and fall. And the moment that she hit the ground, she was
Okay.
gone.
We just saw her disappear.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, as
that's
best
not
as
the
you can
mood.
tell, because that is a long way down.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But you don't see a splattered body.
Are we still hearing the voices? Can we still hear the dragons?
Uh-huh.
What are they
But
saying
wait.
now?
But we don't
Hmm?
understand them
No,
We
they're
can't
talking in
Whatever
another
they-
language.
because we don't understand them.
So But the one that's flying around the dais turns and comes back, glancing kind of momentarily down to where Orkelia fell, and then looking at you guys. And it comes and it hovers in the air next to you. And it is really big. It is really big. You're sitting there going, you know, one claw is the size of like your body.
Oh,
The eye, you know, is the size of you. The rest of it, you know, it could swallow you and not even taste you because you're so small. But it's looking at you, and you get that voice in your head that's speaking common, and it says, "Tell the assembly what happened."
Well, we don't know much yet, but the green light is taking over the land, and we don't know how to stop it. So we.
I do not know what's happening.
There's a very large sigh. It blows your hair back. Stuff like that. And stuff. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Orkelia is standing right next to you again. Orkelia?
Hey,
You're
everybody.
falling asleep. There was no response, but all of a sudden there's just like a pass, and there you are again. And it
can't
says,
believe that
it's
worked.
looking right at you, saying, "Tell me what happened."
Are you talking about like the green fire? Is that?
Hmm.
Yes. No.
So,
The thing that's making the world cry.
I mean, lots of things make the world cry. I'm gonna assume you mean the green fire. Okay. So from our perspective, or at least from mine, we were hanging out at my camp, having a good time. I was playing music. We were having drinks and good time. And then all of a sudden, this guy who was like starting to come green handed me my new little friend Penny. She's great. You'll meet her someday. And then he said, take her to our queen. And then he caught green fire, and became like a super zombie and tried to kill us and spread the fire. And he kind of got it spread, and we kind of killed some of him. And it took a lot of energy, because you chop things off of that person and they're still going to keep moving. So like you got to really destroy that. Anyway, we tried to run away from it, and it still followed us. And then last I checked, it's still happening. Did I miss anything?
no, I think you covered it. I think you did a good job.
Darkness, you kind of saw it third hand.
Third hand, fourth hand. Your story is my first introduction to this green flame,
That's fair.
other than it skirting around my camp.
I told you, it's not my fault. It just kind of happened.
Have you figured out how to stop it or slow it or understand it?
Chopping it into tiny bits and setting it on fire.
Yeah.
Fire,
Yeah, fire seems to do the trick.
fire.
The being has been listening, it seems like, watching you very closely. Its head moving ever so slightly as each of you speaks, like it's following your conversations. Then it says, "Don't jump." And it turns and flies back towards the dais, and once again speaks in this very deep, strange language. Language makes you feel like, I don't know, it's like dry scales rubbing together over, you know, heated mud puddles. It's just a very strange language. And once it finishes, it's whatever it's saying. A number of the beings, you know, these winged things around the cavern start screeching and yelling and saying their own things in this language. Some of them seem upset enough to take flight and fly around, and there is a sense of chaos going on here. And Orkilia, being tuned into the emotions of this thing, you sense that there's disagreement going on and frustration on the part of the one that you're connected to right now.
So, I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but man, are they not happy. Also, like, if we don't jump, how are we supposed to get down there? Like, I'd love to have a conversation with these people.
And you don't completely understand them.
I don't understand anything.
Can we go back the way we came?
You think we should just wander off?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think that's what we should do.
Can we do a perception check for places to walk around?
Absolutely.
Hey.
Paladin, thinking the smart stuff.
14.
I got 15, 3, 18.
That's a 15.
Okay. The two of you are kind of a little flustered with what's going. You're looking, but things, when you're distracted, things don't register quite right when you're looking at them. But Aramiel, you've been through some shit in your life. And so you're able to pull into that calmness of, okay, the chips are down and I need to focus. And you do, and you see going off to your ledge that you're standing on goes beyond just the mouth of the tunnel that you came out of a little ways. And then from there is not too terrifically far away, probably another 10 feet, another ledge. And then from there, and so there, as you look, you can see that there's like random ledges that seem to go off in, and around as far as you can see anyway into the cavern.
So there's like stepping platforms around the outside of this cavern?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They might be roosts for these large things. They might be ledges for people like you. You're not sure, but there are some stepped ledges that go all over. Now, is that an easy way to descend? No. Is it possible? Maybe.
We'll see. All right. Well, he said don't jump. So my vote is let's go around.
Oh, of course you found a place where we could actually walk down. What a much better idea. I tell you, all I did was wake up. So definitely dream zone.
So we all dreaming.
Sort of.
But you woke up.
I did. I woke up.
And yet you're back.
And then I
All right. Clearly, Nexus is trying to tell me something. So let's move on.
oh man, do I not think God's have anything to do with what's going on right now?
You shall see. This is Nexus's doing, I guarantee it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever discussion or disagreements going on with the very large beings is becoming much more heated. A lot of them have left their ledges and are flying around that central spire, definitely seeming to be arguing with each other. The very, very large being that's sitting on the pillar, though, is not seeming to be saying anything. And the one that's flying around, that is the one that's speaking to you guys, is also not saying anything. It's like he's waiting to hear a consensus, potentially. That's what it feels like. Anyway, so if you look there, you've got a 10-foot jump between the edge of your ledge as it goes off around and then the beginning of the next one.
I mean, I can probably make that. But I'm a big girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump for it.
All right, everybody,
Can
roll
I-
me a jump check.
If anybody would like me to just yeet them over there.
Everybody? Yep.
Yeah, it's
That'd
a
be great.
jump check, DC 15.
What is what
Yeah,
are you
acrobatics.
athletics?
Or athletics.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Mhm.
Acrobatics?
Yeah, it'd be acrobatics.
I wish it was athletics. I have more than double in my athletics, but I'm still all right.
Well,
I think.
actually, it could be either one because it's just jumping. So choose the one that you're better at.
So
Oh, really?
wait, athletics
Mhm.
or acrobatic?
Acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics,
know.
I get a +10. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go with athletics.
Oh.
And I got a
So you have, it's because that's how you're
Yep.
jumping. All right. So what did you get?
I got a 22.
Okay. First, Ramiel goes first. And there is no grace, there is no dexterity to the way that he jumps. It is just straight legs like pistons. You know, he just leaps down and he springs, and sheer strength propels him well across that 10 feet. He probably, you know, if he went out for a track and field, it'd be amazing. And he makes it easily to the other ledge.
You're
With
very not
athletics,
gentlemanly.
it's a 23.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Orkelia, confidently, your very long legs. It's almost like, I mean, you're so tall. It's almost like stepping across. You do a little hop and boom, you're across.
It's an arabesque, like a, not arabesque, but like a lead.
Mhm.
Okay. Darkness.
I rolled a 15. My strength could add 2, but my dexterity would add 0.
Okay. So I'll choose which one you want it to be on, acrobatics or athletics.
Strength. What does that mean?
That's athletics. Okay. So you make it, but you almost don't. Darkness leaps across the thing. And it was so easy for you to kind of overextends a little bit and has to do the windmill thing, but does recover and manages to actually get to the next ledge safely.
All right. Go team.
How close are we to the dragon that brought us here?
Oh, he's clear in the center of this massive, massive cavern.
Is he screaming at folks too, or is he one of the
No,
ones
he's
that-
actually listening. It's more like he's the one that you're getting the sense, or she is the one you're getting the sense of that this is a conflict and they're waiting to hear what the outcome is.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna beeline it straight to them, and kind of stand in front, look up at the flying and screaming of.
Okay, so you're trying to get down the cavern enough to get at the base of
Sorry, I
the
thought that's where we were.
okay, trying to get, so you guys are it's a long process. So you're gonna make me I would say 6 athletics checks.
All of us?
To get all the way down, because you're jumping from ledge to ledge, and there's ones that go up and there's ones that go down, and you're choosing down. You're trying to get to the base of the pillar, it sounds like, and so that's kind of a bit of a ways.
Okay,
Fortunately,
so what do we have to roll?
The same
have
thing.
to roll over to get it,
Well-
because I have plus.
Yeah,
10,
so
so I
you're gonna
really
roll
have to-
me. You're gonna roll me 5 athletics checks, and if you get lower than 15 on any of them, you will fall.
I have fallen and fallen and fallen.
Oh no.
Saw it a couple times.
Okay.
Here's my request, or my question rather.
I got-
On the dies that we did well, can we help our friends who are falling, and then vice versa?
Yes. So keep track of what.
I
I mean, because you're all there together, you can absolutely help each other.
We're doing 5,
rolled-
right?
Right, 5. So keep track of what each of those 5 is.
I did. Oh wait, I did 5 that were all over 15.
Okay.
So
Not
you're a
natural,
helper.
like.
So you could help the other 2 when they need it.
So I'm gonna get rid of one of the low ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
So, I mean, do we want to know the order?
Yes.
I rolled 16, 3, 6, 18, 15.
Okay. So on the 3 and the 6, Aramiel would have to help you, or you fall.
Okay.
Aramiel, do you help her?
Of course. We're all in this dream
Ah,
together.
and it's dizzy.
Yeah.
Okay. And
well-
and you fell once, Orkelia?
I fell twice.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you're busy grabbing hands, embracing, pulling everybody back up. Roll me a dexterity check. Rob,
me?
3
Yeah.
dexterity checks. Yes.
3. I got 14 plus 4. I got 18. I got 11 plus 4. I got 15, 18, 15, and 8 plus 4 and 12.
Okay.
But I can help on some of them.
Huh?
Okay.
I can
Okay.
help on some of them.
Well,
Okay.
exactly. So the first two, he is able to help you guys. But on the last fall, which I believe was Orchelia's, you miss, but Altana can roll a dexterity check and try and grab you.
Guys, I've only fallen once.
she's over there doing the thing.
Hey, help
Help!
It's a 15.
me! Hey!
A 15. I just get her.
Yes,
Yay.
and oh, by the skin of your teeth, man, you guys barely make it down to the base of this cavern, and now it's a good maybe a half a mile of walking to get to the pillar. Big cavern,
Alright.
but it's just smooth, stone littered cavern floor, so you're
Right.
able to do that.
The entire time.
Hey, dragon, mixed dragon person, you brought us here for a reason. Could you we just need to talk. A little help.
Okay, you're about halfway across. You guys are getting kind of tired of all of this. It's like, what the hell?
A little help.
Finally, the dragon that's in the center pillar lets out a huge roar, and you can feel the whole ground doing like this under your feet because it's so big. This dragon is almost double the size of the other dragons, or beings, as we're saying. And he shouts a word, and everybody goes very quiet. And those that are flying slowly flutter back to their various ledges and take their seats. The one that brought you guys here turns back to your ledge and realizes that you're not there and begins looking for you. Finally,
We're down here. Hi.
finally noticing Orchelia down there going, hey, and stuff, and it flies down. And as it gets closer and closer, it's really kind of terrifying. So it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you realize that, one toe, as you said, one toe could squish you, and stuff. So it actually lands a very short distance away from you and lowers its head so that you guys can both all look at its face. Because otherwise you couldn't see its face at all. It's too tall.
Whoa, buddy.
And says,
Huge.
we must deliberate.
Yeah.
You must find an answer.
What answer?
Can I / should I cast Detect Good and Evil?
You can certainly try.
I want
Yeah.
to do that.
You should,
Okay.
because mine failed.
So what do I do?
You roll it and then add your casting ability modifier.
Okay, a 16 plus my casting modifier. What's that?
It should be under spells.
Modifier plus 5. That's a 21. My Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. It only goes 30 feet. So the only one of these beings that is encompassed by that is the one that's come down to talk to you. And what you get is evil. It's blue. But it's clear that it's not planning to kill you. It's not, as you look at the beings around, they're all different colors, every color in the rainbow. White, blue, gold, copper, black, it's just a myriad of colors. Almost no two alike. But this one happens to be a kind of a deep blue. And it does actually read as evil,
Mhm.
but it also reads as if it has an elemental aspect to it. If that makes sense.
So things just keep kind of putting us on a you need to do this sort of mission. And I would just like some clarification as to literally everything. Where the hell are we? What is going on? Who are you? What's your name? Why is everybody so up in arms about this? What is this green fire? There's just a lot of what.
What she said.
Yeah, I'm on totally on board.
This very large head that's leaned down to you looks between all of you and says, "We can't help you unless you find the key."
What key?
As to why.
Unless we find the key as to why.
Listen, I love the idea of talking in riddles. Totally fun. Always a great time, especially when you're trying to entertain somebody. But if you're sending us on a mission, we need clarification.
Yeah, I don't do riddles.
I don't like, is a key a person? Is a key a thing? Is it a magic spell? What is it a key for? Are we unlocking a safety deposit box? Like what?
Is it a key like a primer? Is it a key like to understand the rest of the cues? Is it a key of music?
I'm sorry, the GM out of character
it.
wants to say, is it the key of E? You know.
Yeah, or Jillian starts singing notes.
It looks at you. It's clear that it's trying to figure out the language. It's very puzzled face. The key to stop the fire.
We didn't start the fire. It was already burning.
May be the key, but we can't help you while we are here.
Well, where is the key?
We might be the key,
right?
But we are here.
Oh! Is here Dream World?
No.
Well, where's here?
That is what you need to find out.
The key to where?
Is it
to here?
Because I've heard you guys for a very long time. Don't know what you're saying, but
so I think he's saying we need to find here when we're awake. Maybe this place exists, but we have to find it.
Sure.
We're awake.
Is it? It's
all the fighters I have eaten, and none were smart. You are unusual, he says, looking at Aramiel.
You are unusual. Congratulations.
Wow, don't love that sentence.
I've eaten.
Can we at least get some kind of promise that no one's gonna eat us? Because, like, I guess we're happy to help, I guess, but
don't die.
You are too small. We do not eat the small.
You know what? No one's ever told me I'm small. I like you.
And with that, poof, you start to hear argument going in the background again, and he looks at you, and you all wake up. Back in your camp. That startle of
that was my yell.
And are we all within visual of each other? as we awake.
Absolutely. It's exactly how you guys went to sleep, you know, in each corner. Orkilia's the only one with a blanket.
Toasty.
Mm-hmm.
You bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have like 12 layers of armor on.
Mm-hmm. You can see where the component has fallen asleep with an armful of beef jerky over in the bushes over there. And you can't see where Cross is.
Fucking Cross.
But when we woke up, did we all like wake up like and then make eye contact and have this moment where we're like, we knew.
Yeah. So I sit up and I look at both of you and I say, "You saw that, right?
Oh yeah.
We were there. That was real, right?
Real is a concept.
Real, right?"
Yeah. But are we?
What's the
fucked
key?
up, right?
Well, so he didn't tell us where to find this place. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't tell us jack shit.
He didn't give us a clue.
No, that would make things too easy.
So, do we think that Aramiel, you said perhaps this place is real and we have to find it? How does that feel to you, Arcalia?
Yeah, I think that sounds accurate as to what was being requested of us. Also, your lovely lady has bestowed upon us an entirely different thing. That I'm assuming. I was really hoping, honestly, I went and I asked the voices, hey, can you like lift this thing and help us out? But listen, they didn't lift the thing, they added to the thing.
Well, actually, wouldn't they go together? Aren't they one and the same? Discovering how to destroy the green light and finding this cave of dragons.
Everybody roll me an intelligence check.
Meanwhile.
No. We have a fluffy.
No, oh no.
18.
Oh crap, I got an 11.
Me too.
All right.
Just woke up.
Altana, darkness. You remember that one of the very last things the voice that the being said was that they might be the answer, but they couldn't get out. Or something along those lines.
Did you hear? They said we might be the answer, but we can't get out. Is the answer and the key the same? If we can find this cave and let them out, is that the answer?
Well, I believe that they were saying that they are the key, or that they could possibly be the key. But in order to find that out, they have to get out of where they are.
Oh.
So,
right.
If I'm correct on this, here's my question. You noticed that our little talking blue buddy is not great. In fact, possibly evil. So the question is, why were they locked up in the first place? We haven't heard about dragons being around in a very long time. If we just let them loose, we might have a much bigger problem on our hands.
Well, also, when we get there, they're like really big.
They're really big.
What makes us think we can get them out of this giant mountain?
Magic?
Generally, a key is a small thing needed to open a big door.
There's also that.
That's true.
I'm still sticking with they said that they're probably the key. So I think we're talking about.
Karen, did you tell us? Did you share with us your perception of good and evil?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm not going to
been
use
running
that.
off that. Sorry.
Okay.
Good point. Right. Another thing I just didn't. I assumed that if I learned it, we all learned it, but because I am pretty slow to label good or evil on anything.
Yeah.
So what I've seen from the green light that, as far as I'm concerned, you guys brought to my camp.
We
That's
didn't.
really bad and uncomfortable. And so I'm still weighing what I perceived as their evil still could be the key to solving that.
Listen, we didn't bring anything to your house, lady. It was coming anyway.
Got
Yeah,
it.
surely. And the dream we all just had should clarify that?
Hmm. It certainly tells me that I have a job to do with you two,
That's fair.
Fine.
at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, I could, for all intents and purposes, I could bail at any time because I resisted the godly urge, but I'm here for the long run.
Well,
I'm
la-di-da
here
for you, Mr.
I'm here for that one, and then I point over a component.
Listen, everybody's here for that one.
When you
That
say
one.
for that one, do you mean to help that one or to get that one?
To help that one.
Good. And Orkilia, you seem awfully fond of her.
She's my baby.
We can trust the same.
She's my baby. She's my baby.
And I too vow
Um,
to at least work with everyone here until we have more information.
Great.
Maybe find the key. Maybe I vow to work with you till we find the key.
We find.
Well, they said they were the key. They didn't say
Well,
that
Then we
was
have
a
to
key.
find the keys and unlock the door for more keys. I don't know. There's something better here.
Well,
Guess-
we-
At least the
even
keys.
if they are the keys, we still don't know where they are. And
What if I'm the key? Or Kelia?
Kelia or Kelia.
I've been the key
It's a plan
all along.
Plot twist.
Great.
Man.
That was the greatest entrance and exit. Anyway,
Oh man. Okay.
sorry, not sorry.
You shouldn't
No.
be sorry.
Currently, our missions
Yeah.
are protect Penny, find the way to unlock the keys, and then save the world.
Save the world.
This
So-
list keeps getting longer and longer.
But I think our objective is primarily to stop that green schmutz. And in order to do that, we now are convinced we have to find the key. So,
No, we keep saying the keys are the dragons.
right. Well, he said to us,
Right.
you have to find the key.
No, he said we might be the key,
They said they are
Yeah.
the key.
We are the key.
but we need to release them.
Yeah.
We have to find them, right?
And I do not know where to begin to look for dragons.
Where are their caves?
I mean, that's the quest we were just bestowed.
Yeah, like
Find the
yes,
cave.
caves, yes, but like
Really?
not caves that people just like wander into.
Mm-mm.
Like
Mm.
caves
Really
that
big
people
caves.
haven't heard of in a very long time, or ooh, nobody goes to those caves. They hear weird sounds at night, or like something that's been locked away for a very, very long time.
Right. I wonder if we can roll for history intelligence or something that points us in the right direction.
I think we do that, and if all else fails, we start going to bars.
And talking to people and asking questions, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's always the solution.
It's always
Yeah.
the solution.
Learn lore from people at bars. That'll be great.
All right. So first we
That's fun.
figure out what we know.
Okay.
So what do we
Means
do?
our,
We're asking our
What's in-
GM, right?
yeah.
Oh, great DM of lore. What all do
Uh-huh.
we know?
What all do you know? Roll me an intelligence check or a history check, I guess is what it is these days. Oh, shit.
Oh no. All right. Okay. Well, that's still not great. I think I'm 8.
Intelligence. 11.
15.
Okay. They've been so long gone that people don't really talk about them. You remember kind of in, maybe school once the teacher taught about them or whatever, that they supposedly lived over 700 years ago. That's how long they've been gone. That they were giant lizards, and they kind of laid waste to the world and were very powerful. And the alchemages, and now of course history books are not always accurate, you all know that, but that the alchemages actually drove them to extinction in order to save humanity. Now, Altana, because you've had so much to do with alchemages, you know that that's actually not true, that it was because they were really powerful components and they were hunted just like the elves until they were extinct, but they were too big and too powerful to take captive. So they just are gone. They're all dead. That's what the history books say.
Right.
Hmm.
So I feel like that my knowledge about the alchemages gives me a healthy sense of skepticism about what the history books have said. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like that relationship makes me know.
Yeah.
Do I get grok that the component is a component who I've just met? I do. I've seen.
Oh,
her.
absolutely. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Whereas the first alchemage didn't really show you the magic. Samama practiced it openly in front of everybody because
I know
she's just that
exactly what
way. So you
is with
absolutely
it.
know what she is.
Yeah.
Because she is that way.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so
yep,
I believe if they're out there, they're hidden well, and we'll have our work cut out for us to find them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe instead of going around and saying, "Hey, who's seen dragons?" Maybe we more ask of like, "What's the lore of the caves in the area?" Or find some sailors who the sailors have all of the lore. They know all of the things.
Okay.
And we got to get on a boat anyway, right?
What are we close to? Can I roll perception or intelligence or something to figure out what we are near?
It would be survival.
All right.
Mm-hmm. For being out, roll survival to see how well you understand where you are on the map.
Is everybody rolling that, or just Aramiel?
Right now, it's just Ramiel.
Got a 19
he's the one that asked the
total.
question. 19. Okay. You have some idea where you are. If you want, I can try and show you on my very strange map. My very okay. We're talking some high tech going on here because I am really new to streaming. So here we go.
I feel I got it.
Okay, see those two red marks?
Mhm.
That is where you were. See that one blue mark?
There's three blue
the
marks?
small, there's three blue marks. The one that is the furthest this direction, this one right there, that's where you are right now.
Okay.
And where you're heading, as per last time, is up here to Muscula City.
So we're still on the way to Muscula City.
You've got another day and a half to go to get there.
Are we allowed to leave, or is everybody else still asleep?
You see that the component is asleep. Cross is missing. No surprises.
Yeah, who's surprised about this?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right.
Okay.
Hey, we still check our shit. Do we still have everything that we started with?
You check your things. Orkelia, yeah, you have everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, his whole thing was taking care of my baby for his own purposes, so I don't personally care that he's gone. But it was kind of useful in some aspects. So
it was. He seemed like he was going to turn out all right. We could go to. We could take components and walk.
her name is Penny.
I meant Penny.
Until she decides otherwise, her name is Penny. Because calling her a component. Also, we cannot be going into like places and calling her a component. People are gonna want
All
her.
right.
We're gonna have to like
All right.
dress my baby up.
Agreed.
Right, true. Okay.
Ha-
You're
has
right.
she? Is she okay with being called Penny?
I haven't
Celia.
asked her yet. I think
Is it-
so. We're gonna find out. I don't want to bother her. She's sleeping. She really needs to sleep.
Let's let her
Mm.
sleep.
So until she's fully awake and cognizant of the world around her, I just think we can call her Penny, and she can decide whether or not that works for her when she wakes up.
I agree.
So we could take Penny over the shoulder.
Yeah.
And go to the city.
And get
I
the hell
think-
out of Dodge.
I think
Yeah.
we head for Miscula City with Penny, or whatever she chooses to be called, and we will certainly learn the next step.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good.
Right.
I think that means we pack it up.
Yep. So you
Alright.
guys pack up what few things you have.
Do we get a full rest?
No, you do not,
Oh.
unless you go back to sleep for a little while. It was 8 hours. It was only one watch. Well, I guess you guys can determine, did Cross wake you up?
It was also super busy while we were asleep. We were really busy.
Yeah.
So no, you did not get a full rest. You do not have your spells back. You did get a short rest though. So you do get,
Hit points back if we want them.
hit points back if you want them.
Yeah.
How many?
You roll for it.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll take. What do you? Which dice do you roll?
Are you on D&D Beyond?
I am. I'm
Well, you-
still not sure
you-
exactly what I'm doing.
Sure. If you go up, it says short rest, long rest.
Uh huh.
If you hit the short rest,
I
it'll
did that.
tell you under there what the hit die. So mine says like 1d8 plus 2,
Uh huh.
and I can do that up to 4 times. Everyone is
Okay.
different.
Mine says that. Lost my D8. 1d8 plus 4,
Okay.
total 4.
Yeah, so you can do that up to 4 times.
Okay.
Until your next long rest.
Yeah.
sounds
So
easy.
4 short rests. You stop for a little while, like, okay, we're tired. Okay. How many of you are actually still damaged? Penny's back up to her full hit points.
Oh, that was great. Sorry, I got a whole 8 on it.
Nice.
So that puts me back up to full health.
Okay. Yeah. I just did my short rest. No.
But make sure to mark off that you did.
I'm not sure how this part works.
Well, you can roll it and then we'll fix it later.
Okay. So I roll a 10.
You roll a d8. Doesn't it say 1d8?
Oh, 1d8. I can't find it. The cats.
Nothing. I get it. I get it.
The main
Me
die
too.
is gone.
Mine says 1d10 plus 7.
Right. It's
Yeah.
based on your own hit dice.
You
Oh, 1d8.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I
Ooh,
rolled
okay.
a 12. So plus 4 is 16, right? Oh, I do it 4 times.
You
No, you just
can-
do it once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
I'm
That's only
already.
4
I'm already
times.
back at.
Yeah.
I'm already back at full health.
Okay.
So I
There
need
you
to
go.
continue rolling.
And that means then you guys continue on. So determine your marching order. Who's in front, who's in the middle, who's back? Are you guys all walking just in a moosh together? Or are you, it's not a big path and a lot of it's overgrown.
Go
Well-
moosh.
Yeah. Orkilia, do you have Penny?
Always.
All right. So I'll take the lead so that it's more protected. That's cool with you guys.
And I'll
Okay.
take up the rear since you've got the charge.
Okay, so you're kind of
Fine.
walking single file.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The first hour passes and it's early morning. It's still really pretty outside. You can hear the birds are singing up in the trees, the scrub oak that's around you. The ground is a little soft and squishy underfoot, but not fully wet. It's like that dry marsh kind of an area. The air is sweet. This is kind of nice, actually, compared to all happened last night. And it passes uneventfully. In the second hour, you keep going on and passes uneventfully. Eventually, you stop for lunch. Now, you didn't bring any food with you except for that beef jerky that Cross had, which has now been all given to Penny. Do you guys want to eat some of Penny's beef jerky that she's got clutched so close to her chest and in her hair and sticking out of her mouth?
Do we want a feral animal attack us for taking their food?
Exactly. She might not be on the stream right now, but she will come out of nowhere to get that beef jerky back.
Do none of us have other rations?
You might have a biscuit, but remember, you were all in a safe place where you were being fed. You didn't have things, and you left without being able to grab anything.
Yeah, I stumbled out and left my bag.
Oh yeah. I mean, is there a tavern or something that we can stop in along the way?
Huh? Not right here. Roll me a survival check to see if you guys know where the nearest one is. And then Karen, you can go take a quick break.
Okay.
7.
Survival.
Just shut down your video.
18.
Plus whatever. Yeah, that's 11.
Okay, so once again, Arama, you've been out here by your own, looking for the lost places of the world, so you understand, this place pretty well. And what you know is that there is a small village that is not very far from you, actually, that is just kind of south. So you'd be backtracking a little bit, but there is a small village there. There's a larger town that's on the way, but that's still another half a day before you can get to there. And then those are, another half a day from the city.
Okay.
But the little village that's just south of you is the closest. It's probably another hour.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to tell the gang there's a village close by. We can go. It's about an hour south. Let's
Great.
go there.
That sounds
Man.
awesome because I am starving. But also, we need to decorate this baby up a little bit to not look
Bludgeoned.
I have a wig and stuff that I can put back on her, but the last one I put on her got a little singed. So I'm not gonna use that one. Got some makeup. I think I can throw something else over her, but maybe I wonder if she's small enough.
Everybody roll me a perception check.
She's just going on.
Yeah. No.
Literally the only way to get her to shut up.
7 and 3 and 10.
Okay.
15.
17.
All right. So Orkelia and Karen, or Altana, are not surprised. Surprisingly, Aramiel is surprised because they are silent and they're swift, and you guys are so busy talking, nobody was paying attention. But your reflexes are pretty fast. So roll me initiative, and Altana and Orkelia, you'll get to act this time. But Aramiel, you won't, as a pack of wolves attacks you from the underbrush. You are out in the wild, paying kind of no attention.
I don't get to roll initiative.
You can roll it, but you don't get your initiative until next round.
That's a dirty 20.
Dang. All right.
And I'm trying to find my
10.
What
initiative? What would my addition for initiative be?
It's right at the top of your sheet.
Armor class. Got it.
Right next.
0. Still 14. 14.
Okay. So Altana's a 14. And what was yours, Orkelia?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. And Aramiel?
I got a 14.
Okay.
Ramiel is not. He's not very quick today.
None of us are. We didn't get a lot of sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, and we had the craziest dream. I mean, you
Nope.
died, kind of.
The weirdest dream I've ever had.
Weirdest dream.
And you were there, and you were there.
And you believed. You were like, I've like jumped off. Somebody's gonna catch me. This is gonna be so cool. And then
And it absolutely not.
it did not go as planned. So it's been a night, all right?
Oh man, if that's not truth, I don't know.
Yeah.
But really, you just didn't land, right? You didn't smush.
I didn't smush.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
Startled
Yeah.
awake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bothered me.
So you have 7 wolves that come in from all sides around you. They've surrounded you. They're just wolves. Just wolves. But you guys are tired, and they die for you. And each of you has 2 of them on you, and one is snapping for the beef jerky that is in the component's hair over your shoulder.
Oh.
Well, I was going to talk to these creatures and like help them out, but they're going after my baby, so now wolves die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first is Orchilia.
Yep. And it, damn it, because they're on me. I was going to attack with my longbow, but they're on me. So I guess we're hold on for 1 second. I need to know what this little thingy is. All right,
Orchilia rolled.
I'm just gonna throw up my short sword and like slash at them.
Okay. You draw your short sword and slash.
Oh, so that's 20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Woo.
Nice.
Do we have extra damage in this game for that?
Huh?
Do we do extra damage for that in this game?
You get double damage. Yes. So you
Sweet.
roll your damage and it's doubled.
Great.
Okay. And which one is that on?
One of the wolves on me.
Okay.
Probably the one that has the jerky, if only one of them has jerky.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a good time for you to wake up. 7, so 14.
Okay. You hit. Roll your damage.
That was damage. No, sorry, I got a nat 20. The damage.
Oh, that's right. You got, yeah. So
7
14
times
damage.
14.
It's you kill it right off. The sword comes swinging around as you turn to get the one that's snapping at her behind you, ignoring the 2 that are in front of you. But that circle helps you to just get some momentum, and it just cleaves right through its throat. There's a screech and a howl, and it flops over and twitches for a moment. All right, Altana, what do you do?
I am going to cast an inflict wounds spell.
Okay, you have to touch it for that one, I believe.
Uh-huh.
So you have to roll to hit it. It's touch AC.
11.
Touch AC is
What does that mean?
okay. That does hit barely.
Okay.
So you manage to touch it, and you cast inflict wounds. Roll your damage.
16. And all right, I don't know how to roll damage. What adds to that?
Okay. Well, it does just say on inflict wounds on the spell. What does it tell you is the damage?
This is the spell.
Because normally it's like a cure
3d10.
light, only opposite.
Like 3d10 damage?
Okay, so that's your highest level spell right now. Because that seems really high for an inflict wounds.
I don't know.
Okay, let me look
Okay.
real quick.
Damage.
Yeah. New to 5e, so everything is kind of
New to the whole thing.
yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, it is. It's 3d10 necrotic. Nice. So roll your 3d10.
I don't know what that means. Roll my 3d10.
Yeah, 3 10-sided dice.
Okay.
That is a
so this-
lot of damage. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an excessive amount of damage for a wolf.
I know.
Yeah.
1 and a 2. I backed it off here. And 18. 1 and 2 and 18.
Do you have anything to add to that? Is it like 3d8 plus something?
On 18,
Plus modifier?
you mean on a 10-sided dice, you got 18?
Oh, a 10 side. God, you guys, really, seriously.
That's
one is-
okay. It's all learning.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is 10.
No,
No,
that's an
a
8.
12.
Or 12. Yeah.
The ones that look like 10 look like mini d20s.
Oh, that's this one. That's this one, right?
Oh,
Okay.
that's a 12.
This is the 12?
Yeah, it's a 12.
That's
yeah.
my bad.
Yeah,
I apologize.
This is
Nope.
the
Yeah,
10.
the D10. This
That
is
has the big
yeah,
Oh,
zero.
that's
one.
the one I showed you first, I think.
Yeah.
Totally my bad, and I feel
Yeah.
real dumb.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so I roll this 3 times, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And add it together. Yeah, so the D8s
you
look a
might
lot
have-
like that from the top, only
All right.
Yeah, you
8.
might have a
more.
D8. You might have a D8.
No, the one she showed had like extra ones.
you had the
Okay.
0.
Okay.
I feel
5.
real dumb right now.
No, that's a 10. Oh, maybe this is it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the same? How can these be the same?
Most sets come with 2d10s, so you can roll percentile dice too.
Yeah.
So you should have 2.
Really?
Okay.
I think they come with a D8 and a D10, and they look very similar.
And
Yeah,
Um,
because like they come with 7 die, right?
Yeah.
but one has this green one has like 20, 30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
the
a percentage.
percentile. It is also a 10-sided die. You just take the
So
0 off
this
the front.
one, which is shaped like it, I
Mhm.
roll. Okay. And we're doing this 3 times. Got it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, I definitely messed you up, so don't worry.
Okay. 7, 1,
8.
and 2. 7, 1, and 2.
Okay.
And
You touch the wolf, and you see its fur begin to blacken and shrivel, and its skin gets shriveled like it's dying, and almost turns like zombie like. Does not kill it. It howls in pain, however, and looks very, very damaged.
Hmm.
All right, and now it is the wolf's turn.
I'm not happy about it.
Yep. Okay, you have 2 wolves on you, Altana.
Okay.
Pretty sure. What is your armor class?
13.
Okay. One of them bites you, one of them does not. They snap at you, and the one that you injured just is weak and it can't quite get through your armor. But the other one does actually bite you. And you take
Wait a second.
seven points of damage.
Okay. How do I record that on
Okay.
Game Beyond?
So up at the top, you have current and max. Those are your hit points.
Uh-huh.
So next to it, you see where it says heal and damage. So you can type in
Yes.
the number and then hit damage.
And you said 18, Tanya?
No, I said that the damage you took was only
7.
Seven, yeah.
7. Yeah.
7 damage. Okay.
Okay, and you need to make me a DC 11 strength saving throw.
11.
You make it
strength.
just
Plus 2 is 13.
okay. You manage to not be knocked down. Even as it hits you, you brace yourself and you don't fall. All right, the next is Orkilia. Ooh, that's an 18 on the dice. So there's a 2. So, what's your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, one of them bites you, one of them does not. Okay. And once again, my D4. Take 9 points of damage
Ew.
and make me a strength saving throw.
$15.
Okay, you once again are braced because you're fighting and you know how this works. And even though it leaps at you and it bites you and it hurts you, it does not knock you down. All right, Ramiel, you have 2 wolves on you. What's your AC?
All right. 20.
One of them got a natural 20, which automatically succeeds. The other one missed. So you are also bitten for double damage.
Damn.
I know, sucks. Good thing you have so many hit points, eh?
Yeah.
So
You're our tank.
take 18 points of damage.
Yikes.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And make me a strength check, DC 11.
That would knock me the hell down.
Wait, what am I rolling?
A strength check, DC 11. So you're rolling a 20-sider.
18 plus 8. Got 26.
Okay, you are not knocked down. You are much too heavy for them to do that.
Uh,
All right,
Is it
now we're at the
10?
top of the next round.
Okay.
And Orkelia, it is your turn. You have 2
Okay.
wolves on you still.
Much the same as I did before.
Okay.
That is 23 to hit.
Ow.
And then this is 8 damage.
Okay.
nice.
So you cleave through another one. It doesn't kill it, but it is definitely severely wounded. One of its paws is like barely hanging on.
Listen, I was happy to negotiate with you terrorists, but now you came after my baby.
Okay.
Oh,
Next,
a bonus action. I want to
Yes.
Bardic Inspire darkness over here. So that means that you get an extra 1d6 on top of all of your attacks.
oh, nice. Is that 1d6 to hit or 1d6 for damage?
I'm going to look at that right now. Games. It just says 1d6 for 10 minutes. Can add to the ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. So not damage, just your attack.
Okay, cool. All right, and it is Altana's turn.
Okay, so talk me through this.
Okay, so you're going to roll a 20-sided die to hit. You have to roll higher than their armor class to hit them. Their armor class right now is 13.
Okay, I rolled an 18.
And are you striking with your weapon?
Yes, I have my dagger.
Okay.
Perfect for
And-
wolves, right?
Yeah, you do. You hit one of the wolves with your dagger. Is it the same one that was injured before, or is it the other one?
It's the same one that was injured before.
All right. Roll your damage for your dagger.
8. Do I add something to a damage roll?
It should say so. Like roll 1d8 plus whatever.
Oh,
on the side.
1d8.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's d8. I was using it as an example.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should say on your sheet for where your dagger is.
So, yeah.
Actions. Attack. Oh, I see here. Crossbow light, inflict wounds. Wait, I don't see. So if I have attack, under my attack, I have inflict wounds with touch is a hit DC +7.
Right. And that's a spell. And that
That's a
does
spell?
take one of your spell slots. Yes.
Okay. Oh, attack. Okay. Crossbow light, unarmed strike. My dagger isn't in here, but so we'll call the melee attack unarmed strike is +4.
Okay. And the daggers
definitely-
normally do 60 damage
Uh-huh.
or a d6. So roll a d6 +4.
E6. That's this one.
Yeah. It would be
First
the
you said
damage comes off your strength.
The second you said that, I was like, it does 60 damage?
No,
Yes,
just a
I know.
d6.
I would use that
Okay.
dagger always.
So it's
Yeah, yeah.
3
You
plus
might have
2
a
is
dagger.
5.
Okay. You kill it. It falls. It was nearly dead, and now it is all the way dead. It falls in pieces at your feet. As you struck it, and you could hear the bone crunching and the blood falling, and it just collapses. All right, Ramiel, it is your turn.
All right. I have. Well, I'm gonna pull out my sword, and I'm gonna swing on the remaining. Oh wait, no, I still have both of mine. I just got bit by one of them.
Yes, you do.
Gotcha. All right, then I'm gonna swing at one of them. I wanted to do command animal, but I can't command one of them. There has to be a one-word command.
Mm-hmm.
Stop is a word.
Well, I mean, flee is another good one, but I can't command him to kill the other wolf. Like, that would have been cool.
Run
Yeah.
is a good one. I like flee.
Yeah, that one works.
Or they
I
might
guess I
get
would-
confused though. Start biting at themselves. What, fleas?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, roll to
All right.
hit.
Not roll for. Okay, roll it. Sound of the gun. Oh man. Plus strength, right?
For to hit.
Well, I got 4 plus 8, so I only got 12.
Okay. You miss. Yeah, probably because your arm where it bit you hurts. It's like you try to hit it, and it's just awkward. It just doesn't quite work. All righty. And you do have some abilities there that you can use as a paladin. If you take a look at those for the next round. All right, and now we are to the wolves again. All right, Altana, you only have 1 on you this time. And it rolls a 13. What was your AC?
My AC is 13.
Okay. So it does now in 5e, do they roll? I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you, Ellie, since you're more familiar.
Yep.
Do they roll exacts as it did hit, or did it miss? Does it roll in the favor of the character or the monster?
I don't quite understand the question.
Her AC is 13. It rolled a 13, so that doesn't hit. Right?
Pies go to defender.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so it does not hit you. Okay. Now, Orkilia, you have 2 on you.
Rid.
And your AC is
15.
okay.
Yep.
1 bites at you, and it gets its hand on your arm, and that can't quite get through your bracer. Pulls right off. The other one actually does bite you from the other side.
Bite my butt.
Yep.
It has such toasty buns.
Yep. That's how it started, right?
They could tell.
those damn
So
juicy buns.
take 10 points of damage and roll me a strength save.
God. Where am I? I had so many. Okay, strength save.
Your buns are in danger. Consistently.
My buns are in
danger.
danger.
They are in danger. Dun dun dun. Okay. Did you get your damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Great. Then we are moving on
You
to
hurt me. I'm done.
Ramiel.
Woo!
Oh, another natural 20 and a 12. What was your AC again?
Oh, 20.
Okay, so it does again hit you 1 time.
What is up with these wolves?
They're hungry, man. Oh, that was really 4 points of damage. And
Okay,
roll me a
all right,
strength check.
That's really great. It's only 4 points. 4
Yeah.
damage. Strength. 16 plus 8. So I got
Okay,
20.
yeah. You are not knocked down. And now we come back to the top of the round. The wolves howl, they regroup. Several of them are dead. Several of them are not dead, but they are hungry clearly because they don't leave. They don't run off yet. All right.
Okay.
Orkilia, your turn. You have 2 wolves on you still.
Well, that's a big old gnat bad.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no.
someone bit my ass.
Yeah, you try to swing at the one that bit your ass, but with the component over your shoulder, it's really awkward and it doesn't quite work.
Ow, ow, ow.
In fact, roll me a dexterity check
Okay.
Oh,
since it was a
no.
nat one.
Yeah, that's fair. Dexterity check is gonna be 17.
Okay, you don't drop your sword,
Oh.
but you almost do. You could
Yeah.
feel it leaving your grasp, and you're like, no. Yeah. All right. There we go. Altana.
Is there still the one that has all of the beef jerky?
On that one was killed.
Uh-huh.
It didn't have all the, it just had the one piece that
Okay.
it pulled off of the opponent.
Okay.
There's still one wolf on you, and
Uh-huh.
there's 2 on Orkilia, and 2 on Aramiel.
Yep. We're struggling.
I want to inflict wounds is a spell, right?
Yes.
Uh
Spell or spell-like ability, which means you can only do it a certain number of times a day.
uh-huh. Which I think I'm still under that. Let's try that. Let's try inflict wounds on this. Is that right?
Okay. Roll me a touch attack. It's got to be 13 or better.
10. Oh wait, but it's plus my what? Strength?
Not for a touch attack.
Oh.
It should say on the attack.
Yeah.
Oh, it says +7 right there.
There you go.
Uh-huh. So that's 17.
All right. You do indeed touch it.
Uh-huh.
And this is the one on you, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Roll me 3d10 damage.
3d10. 2.
You can't roll 2. There's 3d10s.
Oh, okay. Sorry. A 3. Okay. I'm still not getting what this roll, how this works. A d10.
Yep. And so you're going to add the damage for all 3 dice together. And that's how much damage you do with that strike.
Okay, got it. All right. This back. Okay. 8 and 4 and 6.
All right.
So that's 18.
So 18. Yeah, you handily kill that one. That one this time fully shrivels into just like the skin turns gray, the fur kind of wilts and begins to fall out because that is a necrotic spell. Necrotic damage just turns it completely like it's dried and desiccated and dead.
Right.
Like it's been dead for a long time. All righty, Ramiel, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna do the same thing I tried to do last turn and failed.
Okay.
You know, swing with my long sword. No, oh god, no. I got a 4 + 8. I got 12.
Oh, you missed by 1. Okay, Ramiel is clearly flustered.
Oh wait, if I have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, does that count on the initial roll? Because then I would have 13.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, that's an attack. So yeah.
Then I
All right.
got 13 because
All right.
I was wondering what this was the entire time. I've been
All
using
right.
the sword because I have a +1.
Okay. Yep. With the +1 on your sword. So roll damage.
1d8. It's 1d8 + 9.
Okay.
So I got 2 + 9, so 11.
11. All right. You kill it. Just barely, but you do indeed kill it. You slice right through its throat and it falls off with a screech and down it goes. All righty.
Awesome.
And now it is the wolf's turn. All right, Orkilia, you still have 2 on you.
Oh, I hate this. A little help, guys, because I'm not feeling good.
Oh. 13. So one rolled a 13. One rolled a natural 1. He gets in the way and trips the other one. They both miss.
And I elbow one in the
Nice.
face for good measure.
Okay, Altana has killed both of the ones on her. Aramiel has 1. And it rolls a 4. It does not hit. After seeing its buddy there cleaved in twain, from health to dead in one swift blow. It's a little shook and it misses. All right, we are at the top of the round. Orkilia.
No.
Sorry,
So there's
I'm
three.
trying to
There's
help with the
yeah.
sounding.
There's three wolves left.
That's a 9. Oh no, is Tanya frozen? Oh no, okay. That's a 9, so that does nothing. So I swing wildly around trying to catch one of them, but also I'm holding on to a baby
component,
that is
yeah.
sleeping, while she's like grasping on to jerky in her sleep.
Yeah.
Like a child that will not let go of their stuffed animal, and the mom's just flailing madly. Anyway, so that's a battle miss. I do nothing.
All righty. Okay. Altana, all your wolves are dead, but you can go help with somebody else's.
Karen, you're still muted.
I'm going to go help Orkilia. You still have 2 on you, right? And I'm having pretty good luck with this dagger v wolf situation, so I'm going to try it again, right?
Okay.
So, which one do I roll? The
D20
mm-hmm.
to hit. So that's going to be your attack roll.
It's 15. Well,
that hits.
4, which is 19.
Okay, that absolutely hits. Roll your damage.
Which is also the 10. I mean, also the...
It's the D6 plus whatever your bonus is. It should say up there.
D6. That is 5. 1 D4 plus 2, 7, right?
Okay.
Damage.
Now, are you striking at the one that was already damaged or the one that's not?
The one that was already damaged.
All right, you kill it. Boom. And Orkilia can breathe a sigh of relief. She only has 1 wolf on her now. Okay, Aramiel, you have 1 wolf on you.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing I've been doing because I don't want to use any spell slots or anything. So I'm just gonna keep slashing away at these guys. Oh, I totally missed. 2 plus 8. I only got 10. Plus 1, so I got 11.
I think we still need to get you some better dice.
Yeah, like these ones. These are
Yeah.
these guys.
Oh, it's your better dice. Okay. Well, you
Yeah.
just kind of suck today. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Okay, so yes, you do indeed miss. And we go to it's the wolf's turn. The 2 remaining wolves, understand the better part of valor, and they turn and run. Everybody gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Both of us?
What do we think? Is that
Everybody
D20 for
who's
the
on a
attack?
wolf. So Orkilia and Ramiel get an attack of opportunity. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
like a
what
regular attack. Okay, so what did you get, Rob?
I get
Oh,
a
1.
2 plus
Okay.
8 plus 1.
Okay, they slink away very swiftly. I mean, wolves are fast. They go zip, 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 and they are gone into the woods. Poof.
Well,
So now you're there with dead wolves at your feet.
Listen, if we can give ourselves a couple minutes here, I'd like to skin this hide and take some meat, and then we can head on our way.
Absolutely, I'm hungry.
Right.
It's time to eat.
And I'd like one of those furs for my buns.
Totally.
Orkilia, your buns, they might need them as well.
Listen, my buns are always toasty. I think, sorry, real quick. I'll probably save the hides and stuff to try and make clothes for Penny, something that we can wrap her up in.
Okay. So roll me a survival check to see how well you do with skinning. Now you get the good roll.
Well, no, I do
No,
not.
you do not get the good roll.
Oh no.
That total is 7. If
Can I help?
anybody would like to know, I have a +5 to survival.
Oh no. Can I
Okay.
help? Can I do the
Well,
clothes
I mean,
making?
Hack,
that
hack.
whole dreaming stuff, it shook you up, and
Wait,
so
wait.
you go and
still
you've done
holding a
this before
child.
so many times. You cut down the wolf spell, you go to and you the knife slips and you cut like an extra part off the shoulder, and you get the skin off in kind of pieces.
You know what? She's just gonna have a patchwork dress, and sometimes those are really cute. And if I can combine the colors of these things, you know what? I'm okay with it.
Wait, can we do multiple survival checks? Because there's multiple wolves.
Yeah,
So she
there's
messed
2
up one of
wolves,
them
so
really
that was
bad?
one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So whoever
There's
is
hope
going to
yet.
try and skin, if they are, the other wolf, and then whoever's going to butcher them.
All right, I'll take over that one.
Okay.
So what do
Roll
I?
me roll a survival check. See if you can skin it right. It is a
Aha!
kind of a trained thing.
All right. What's my survival plus?
Or
I
just
got a
being an animal
20.
controlling a person.
I got a
All right.
dirty 20.
All right. The second wolf's pelt comes off just easy as pie. It's like butter. It's perfect. And it's you know, Orquídea sitting there looking at, well, I could make something out of these, you know, she's pulling up her little pieces, and Ramiel's like, ha
And I do
don't
it
even
with
know
my
how he did
giant
that.
sword
Yeah.
just to
Listen.
show off.
Listen, you gotta teach me how to do that.
And then
Yeah.
it's time to butcher the wolves. You butcher it. How much meat are you taking?
As much
All
as
of
we
it.
can carry.
As much as we
Yeah.
can carry.
All of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2 wolves and there's 3 of you, and you're all fairly robust in your strength. So yes, you can get all of it.
Okay, we
All
take
right.
it.
But what are you carrying
yeah.
it in?
Um,
You have a blanket.
That's gonna make it a really bloody blanket, and we need that for sleeping for now.
we can't carry it. We don't have enough. We only have bits and pieces of the other wolf. We can't turn it into a bag.
The strips of skin from Orcalia's wolf.
I mean, yeah.
That's
To
what I was
be
thinking.
fair, you cut open one really nicely. Hello, cat. We could just take the skin of that and shove all the meat in it, and sew it up, and make that a bag.
Before we
bag.
turn it into something clothing.
Yeah.
Something.
Well,
Okay.
Later.
it's gonna take a while to like tan the hide and everything. Like it's not gonna
Right.
dry
Okay.
out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
No,
could almost
let's
look
do
like a
that.
wolf that was walking along next to us if we needed it to.
And that's brutal. So brutal. Carrying
You know
the
what?
entire, like
They attack
carrying all the
us,
meat
baby.
of a wolf, carrying all the meat of the wolf
And
in
I'll
its own
A wolf
skin.
skin?
Its
Which
own
really
skin.
means we could have just carried the dead wolf.
Yeah, yeah. But the bones and stuff. We don't want to carry the bones. You know, this is lighter.
So,
No
but you know,
organs.
you've had a rough day. You've had a
It's
rough
been-
day
We didn't
with
sleep
not enough
well.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also while you're cutting the wolf up, just the thought of roasted meat has you guys salivating right now because you haven't eaten since yesterday.
So can we make a fire? Would you guys like to make a fire?
As
and
I
eat some
frequently
of this?
say, you can try.
Can I
Yes, you
try
can
to make a fire?
You can absolutely make a fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like Adventure 101.
Yeah, yeah. And my survival plus is 5. So
Okay.
I mean,
So
um,
right where you're at, right where you killed these wolves, Ramiel plumps down and makes a fire.
Hey man,
And-
maybe we should like get off the main area. We don't want to alert a lot of people to our presence yet.
are we in the main area?
I mean, we're on a pathway.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's just
Wait.
it's a like a little wooded path. It's not the road or anything. It's just a wooded path.
And what
But it was a path.
what time of day or night is it now?
It's probably 1 or
Early
2 o'clock
dawn-ish.
in the after. Yeah,
Oh.
you guys slept for a few hours
Uh-huh.
and you went to sleep at dawn and stuff.
I see.
So it's probably getting about noon.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, I don't want any passerbys going like, "Hey, free meat," and then we got to fight people, and I'm tired and I'm hungry. Ugh.
What about 15 minutes? Eat some food, keep moving.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm good with that.
All right, then I would like to go grab some wolf and cook that sumbitch up.
All right. So and you do. Roll me a survival check to see whether you make it delicious or just edible.
No, well, I got 7 plus 5, so I mean, I got 12.
It's like McDonald's wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a buzz. Oh my God, it smells so good, guys. You're so hungry. And it's all ready. It's hot. Burn your fingers as you grab it. I'm
Mhm.
assuming everybody eats a little something. It
Yeah.
tells you how full the component was from the dried meat that it doesn't wake her up, that she has all that meat there.
Aw. Well, I'll
Aw.
save some for her anyway.
Yeah, there you
Sweet.
go. There you go. And you guys eat. You've got a plan. And just at that moment, you hear a rustle in the woods.
It's cross.
And that's where we're going to end it for today.
Okay.
Since we had a day that was short with a number of players, we're going to have just a little bit of a short game.
There you
That
go.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
but
Um,
an important one.
that was great. Yeah.
yeah.
That was fun.
All
We have
right.
yet another.
Yeah. And now we get to figure out where these dragons are, but they're evil dragons. Dun, dun, dun.
They're not necessarily. That one was evil, but not all dragons.
What does
Oh.
evil really mean anyway?
I like that angle, but I think
Right?
in this case, evil is trying to destroy the world.
I see.
So- but I do like the angle of what is evil. We should just start taking the side of the green fire.
I'm
Well,
already.
now
pretty-
you have.
Ooh,
Well,
we
you
could
guys
do
now
a good
have
and evil
a few different answers that you've been given as to ways that you could potentially find out how to combat that. That is definitely one of them.
On
But
that
you've
note,
got a couple of others.
thanks for coming, everybody.
Bye, and we
Until
will see
next week.
you next week.
Woo.
Dun, dun, dun.